Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Good Morning Tarot. Okay, so this is a general reading, a reading for all signs. So take what resonates with you today. It will just give us the main energy and maybe give us some advice on this present chapter that you are living through. At the same time, it's a timeless reading. Anytime you find yourself watching this video, there might be something significant here in your life. Um, I started by looking at our crystal balls. Okay. The first one that I looked at was the Labradorite crystal, and what I saw was a house, and within the house, somebody was watching television. Quite random, no? Yeah, it's a general thing. Many people watch TV often, no? So that's what I saw. And then afterwards, when I was looking at the rose quartz crystal, I saw somebody watering, holding a hose, and I think watering the plants or watering something. Uh, the green fluorite showed me that this person is watering plants. Okay, so I don't know if these two events are happening simultaneously right now. Somebody is watching the television, and at the same time, another one is watering the plants. Or it can be a daily routine of somebody who's watching right now, that they uh, watch television and then they water the plants, they care for the plants. Now I see somebody here who also sits down and reads the book, okay, reads a book, okay, regularly sits down and maybe reads a book. And finally, with the clear quartz crystal, I saw somebody who enjoys watching the moon, watching the sky at night time. Okay. So this is what I can see right now. If all these events or all these activities resonates with you, maybe there's a message for you here. So you see, it's the right now the crystals are talking of random things, random daily activities. Now I don't know why. Sometimes the most simplest message we get from them somehow are the most significant. They give the most significant messages. So just take how it resonates with you. These are the things that the crystals are telling us right now. Maybe the tarot cards can clarify it for us. I don't know. Let's see. For our main energy for today, okay, you're moving forward. You have the Chariot. If we would try to relate it to the messages from the crystal balls, no, it could be that what the activity that we just saw is the steps taken by a person in order to move forward in their life. It's like part of a daily routine so that they will have a balanced life activity. I don't know why suddenly came to me. It can be the activity of somebody. It can be an activity right now of somebody who has just left a job, sort of like retired from a certain job that they have been serving for quite some time, maybe several years. So for some of you, you are just getting into retirement and you're trying to create a certain daily routine. Okay, so can be the daily routine is maybe you watch the news in the TV, and then maybe take care of the plants, gardening, take a walk at nature, maybe watch the night sky, or maybe take a walk at night and read a self-improvement book each day. Maybe these are the things that are coming to me right now. But the important thing here, which is the main energy, that you are moving forward. Okay, you are not stagnating, you are not procrastinating, but you are moving forward, and there is a certain sense of balance in your life right now, which when you look at it, yeah, it's nice, no? Time to relax, time to learn, and time to work. Okay, to relax when you watch the television. Netflix comes to my mind right now. Okay, maybe somebody enjoys watching Netflix. You relax, you do some gardening, so it's work, and you read a book. learning. It's good. So somehow a balanced life. So right now, for some of you, you are able to establish a certain balance in your life, and you're moving forward. Okay, and the sun is shining. So it's like a comfortable day for you, and you have that energy to move forward. So in a certain sense, for those of you who have just retired, I think you are easing slowly into it. Well, now what you see here is, yeah, well, because you're moving forward, you are now thinking of leaving behind certain aspects in your life that is not helpful to you. So there are two cups that are being offered to you right now. Okay, so in a certain sense, yeah, for some of you, maybe you are making a resolution, I'll do better this time in my life. You are sort of decluttering your life, removing those aspects in your life that is no longer helpful. So I feel as you move forward, you also leave behind those things that are no longer helpful. So I feel that the message of the universe right now is, yeah, maybe for some of you that there are certain aspects in your life that you need to give attention to, some things that maybe you need to decide on whether you need to continue having them in your life or you need to let go of this kind of practices. Okay, maybe also unhealthy relationships. No, maybe it doesn't have to be leaving behind an unhealthy relationship. It can be making working on the relationship so that it will no longer be that kind of relationship, but a better one. Okay, so it's moving forward also, trying to improve on a relationship that is not helping us. Maybe talking to the person concerned that no, this is not good for us. It's causing us sorrow. Okay, so it's I feel right now that the universe is inviting us to improve on our life, remove those things that are not helpful, and move forward. Take better, fresher cups. Okay, cups that are cleaner, cups that are ready to be used. Okay, so it's like a healthier, a cup that holds healthier beverage also maybe. So in a certain sense, yeah, it's moving forward today. The energy is moving forward and removing those things that clutter our life or prevent us from being fully happy. Now, what is the advice of the universe for us? Well, you're going to exert some effort. It is a new beginning. So you're going to, yeah, you see here, these people are exercising in order to learn a new skill. So to live a new lifestyle where each is much, it's a healthier lifestyle. To live a healthier lifestyle and leave behind those part of our life that are not healthy, it's a learning process. Just like here, the Five of Wands, you have to relearn things. You have to relearn your life. So you're going to need some efforts. Like for example, if you're going to do exercises, at first your body will not be flexible. You will be clumsy. Just as these people are looks like a little bit clumsy. You see this person is wondering, okay, what do I do next? Okay. So when you look at it, yeah, it's a learning process. It's the universe saying, it's a learning process. Just enjoy the process. So just enjoy the process, enjoy the sunny day, enjoy the journey, and just keep on going. Work on it. Sooner or later, you'll get the hang of it and things will get better. And you will be able to get rid of all this clutter. So right now, I feel the main energy is that we are being invited to declutter our life and start healthier activities, whether it be in the area of our heart, our mind, our spirit, and our body. Okay, so that's it for today with regards to the tarot reading. Let us now go to the second part, which is the self-care tip. Okay, for our self-care tip, the message is truly sacred rest is soul care. We honor quiet time alone. We intentionally step away from the chaos of life. We unplug from noise and distractions. We relish moments of tranquility. Well, the message below says, pause. Shed a layer. Recalibrate. Okay, it's very much similar to our tarot reading right now. It's like moving forward in life and shedding away those things that no longer help us in our journey. So we sort of somehow today maybe it's an invitation for us to re-examine our life. Try to see those things that are not healthy for us, those things that are not helping us, and try to see and find ways to let them go or modify them so that they will become beneficial for us. So you try to choose, make choices, the right choices, things that will be for our self-care. Even the crystal balls for today, the crystals were somehow suggesting a balanced life wherein there is time for rest, there is time for work, which is gardening, yeah, time for self-learning. Okay, so there is time for rest, work, and learning. Okay, and I think part of that part of rest, which is I think there is another important part in the rest. No, it showed the crystal. The crystals also showed it. That time being with nature, it's that time being with the divine also. Because when you are amidst nature, you are reminded of the source from which all the beauty of nature came from. So there should be also time for prayer, contemplation, and listening to that silent voice within. So rest, work, learning, and prayer. Interesting. Now let's try to read from the handbook that accompanies this card for the internal self-care, which is related to our mental, emotional, and physical health. Today, the answer to everything is to take a pause, a cesura, to rest between this and that. Okay, very similar to what we have reflected on earlier, no? A few days earlier. Taking a pause before turning the page. Okay. Taking a pause between each chapter of our life. Okay, let's continue. To not strive for the answer at all. Whatever is going on for you right now, whatever is being planned, whatever duties have lined up like neat little soldiers ready to take over your day, stop. Without further meditation on why or how, carve out some time as soon as possible to do absolutely nothing and to decide absolutely nothing. The answers will arise when you are rested enough to receive them. Okay. Oftentimes, we cannot find anymore the solution to a problem. And then you let it go, and then you go for a walk, and then when you come back, eureka, the answer to the problem is there. Taking a pause also allows our subconscious mind to work on the things that preoccupies us. So the pause is really very important. It allows us to see the forest when we are lost within the trees. Okay. When we are lost among the trees already, it's time for us to fly like the eagle in order to see the whole forest, to get a bigger perspective of life, a bigger perspective of the situation that we are engrossed in. Interesting. Now let's go to the external self-care, which is related to our relationships, our community, creativity, and work. Okay. It is easy to get caught up in the roles we play in the outside world and to conflate them with who we actually are on a deep internal level. In reality, the roles we play in relationships, in our larger communities, in our creative collaborations, and at work are just simply that, roles. Okay, so they're just roles. Like the role of an actor takes on for a play, but then leaves behind for the next production. The roles we make for ourselves are temporary, removable, like putting on a jacket and taking it off. Today, reflect upon a role you tend to play and imagine it as a hat. Just for now, take it off. How does it feel to move through your day without it? What can this tell you about whether the role you usually embody is serving you or not? Okay. Yeah. Sometimes when you are given a new position, okay, yeah, you are on fire and you work on it. But if we are not very careful, you might end up, you know, trying to keep up the position, and we are no longer. You discover slowly by slowly, you realize you're no longer happy. Why? Because you are already being forced to try to keep up that position or keep up that image that is required in such a position. Sometimes it's good to just take it off and just be somebody who is just that's the beauty of being a stranger in a place. Sometimes you just go there and you can quietly observe people uh, passing by, and people do not consider you. They'll just consider, oh, he's just an ordinary tourist, or she's just an ordinary tourist, so they just let it be. Well, in a certain sense, something like that also. It's good sometimes not to reflect on the roles that we are given in our workplace, in our society, and to every once in a while remove it and just relax without the burden of that a certain role or a certain position has given on us. Because oftentimes we try to keep that image that even when we're already outside our work, we still maintain that kind of image. And well, somehow it robs us from that joy of spontaneity, that joy of discovering also what is happening on the other side of the fence. It's like that. Uh, to try not to make the role that we perform or the role that we assume in our daily interactions with other people, to try not to let the role limit our capacity to live life to the full. It's like we are flexible. It's like, yeah, what they say. It's like a hat. When you're at work, you have to perform a certain role. You put on that hat, and then afterwards you can remove that hat and do other things also and be somebody else. That's the beauty of life. It's a kaleidoscope of color, a kaleidoscope of experiences. And yeah, if we are not attached to that role that is given to us at certain areas, then I think we can enjoy. We are open our doors. We tend to open our doors more to other experiences. We allow also the universe to surprise us in our life. So yeah, maybe the challenge for us right now is to try to reflect. Okay, whatever responsibilities you have, whether it be in work, at home, and your relationships also, to always try to see maybe the role becomes already an obligation instead of just a part of the kaleidoscope of things that you can do, kaleidoscope of positions that you can assume, kaleidoscope of uh, characters that you can perform in the play of life. So, in a certain sense, yeah, to be detached from the positions or the responsibilities that are given to us. When we are there, we perform, we give our excellent service, we try to strive for excellence. But that's not the only thing that defines us. I remember there are some, I remember observing some people when they were in their years, working years, they find meaning because they really assumed the role and they really gave it their best. But then it came to a point when they already reached that time when they have to let go of the work and retire. Some become some sort of suddenly find themselves at a loss and they don't know how to continue. Okay, they don't know how to begin again. It's because their whole life evolved in the career. Their whole life revolved in their work. So when the work is no longer there, when they finally retired, they didn't know how to continue living because suddenly the the role which had assumed their whole life is no longer there, and they were not able to cultivate other aspects like relationship in their family. They were not able to cultivate also their passions, their hobbies, and everything like that. So when it was time for them to let go of their career, they suddenly felt at a loss. Maybe that is something that we need to reflect on. If we find ourselves in such a situation, for example, right now, and we realize, oh my, I've spent my whole life dedicated in only one aspect of my life right now, then maybe this is the right time to take a pause and try to see, okay, what are the other aspects in my life that I might have neglected that now I have the time to dedicate myself into? It's not yet too late. There's still there's still time. As long as we're still living, we can still work on them. So, yeah, to diversify and to be more detached to the roles that are given to us in our daily life, to learn to wear it when we need to perform it, and to learn also to detach ourselves from it when we have to address other areas in our lives. So, somehow you get the idea about this reflection. Well, thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope that this Good Morning Tarot has been beneficial for you today. I look forward to seeing you again next time. Until that moment, may God continue to bless your ways.